Hi, I'm Michael White with Automatic Irrigation, and I'm going to talk to you about saving water with your existing irrigation system. One of the things we see out there is systems are finally maturing, and some of these systems have been in ground 10, 15, maybe even over 20 years. Encourage your customers to get these systems tuned up. This is one of the areas of, I see the most opportunity to save water and save the customer money, most likely. So when I talk about tune-ups, I mean things like match precipitation nozzling. 20 years ago when some of these systems were put in, it wasn't as easy to have the nozzles and all the things available that you have today with newer technologies to make these systems more efficient. Because once again, we are trying to apply water as if rainfall. We want even watering and just enough watering to keep the plants alive, if you will, and make them green. So system adjustments not only include things like the arc adjustments, if you will. Over time, a lot of these sprinklers, for some reason, sink deeper into the ground. These sprinklers need to be raised up. They only pop up 3 or 4 inches. So if you're cutting the grass at 3 inches and these sprinklers are low, they can't even get up above the plants to do their job. So sometimes these sprinklers, for some reason, end up high. And if they're high, the mowers end up hitting them, or people driving over the curb and all these sort of things, and they're going to be damaged. And then if the systems aren't checked regularly, a damaged sprinkler is going to be spraying water in the street, or maybe even just bubbling up and not being efficient at all. So check these systems out, let your customers know that there's an opportunity to improve the performance, and usually that relates to some savings. So the other thing you might want to do is, typically everyone in the irrigation business overwaters. More is always better. So I would encourage you to try cutting some of these systems back. We typically would ask you to cut these things back 10%, and you can use the water budgeting features or just cut the time back. Cut them back 10%. If the turf or landscaping is still as green and lush as it always was, do it again. And you could do this 2 or 3 more times until you actually reduce the amount of water used and actually saving money as well. So the other thing is, in Indiana, we're plagued with mostly very tight clay soils. Most people are applying too much water at one time. We've all been driving down the street and seen a system running. Water's running down the driveway, across the curb, across the sidewalk, and sometimes all the way down to the drain. So watering, either using things like cycle and soak, which not every controller has, but you can do the same by setting the run times at maybe 10 or 12 minutes, and then starting that irrigation cycle twice in one night as opposed to trying to water all at one time. So once again, applying water evenly, applying water at lighter rates, and giving it a chance to soak into the soil. And this also uses less water and will save the customer money. So the bottom line is, a peak performing system will use less water and save you money. Thank you.